And dear students, we need to understand that paragraph is the fundamental unit of any essay. For cause and effect essays, we usually follow the cause and effect paragraph structure. So if we know the structure of a cause and effect paragraph, we can then translate it into essay also. So same structure, same thing is followed for essay also, although I will be giving a detailed discussion on cause and effect essay separately, but here we are going to talk about the fundamental unit of a cause and effect essay, which is a cause and effect paragraph. Okay, cause and effect paragraph, it has certain things that it has certain functions. What does it do? It establishes a relationship between two variable, two factors. One is cause, the other is effect. Cause is usually an independent variable and effect is a dependent variable. So it establishes a link, cause and effect situation or a connection between two factors, and it further expands in a paragraph or in an essay, if there is a cause and effect relationship between two factors, how it evaluates further, how it has its impact on people, on society, or how this phenomena has a certain effects that should be dealt with. If there is a problem, how that problem can be resolved. Sometimes effects are there, we need to dig out cause, and at times cause is given and then there are certain effects of that cause. So if effects of any action are negative, that do not go well with any society, community, then we go to the cause and try to address the causes of all that, like uh, poor standard of education in Pakistan. So poor standard of education can be a cause and it can be an effect. It can be cause if it relates to the poor unemployment, poor skills of the students. Then we will say that poor standard of education causes low employment or low skills, poor skills in the students. Then that would be cause and effect relationship. We can say that in certain case can be uh, an independent variable, and in another case it would be dependent variable. Sometimes cause is an effect and effect is cause with regard to certain other situation. Okay, then if the issue is sensitive enough, when we establish a relationship between two factors, then we go for call for action, that there should be some remedial measures, some uh, initiatives should be taken to address the issue. If it is negative, then causes should be addressed, causes should be removed so that things get better. Okay, cause and effect paragraph, what does it do? What does it exposit? Because it is a sort of expository paragraph, it exposits the relationship between two things, between two factors which are under discussion. So it gives an in-depth understanding on that. It uh, educates the readers, informs them that certain factors correlate and there is a cause and effect relationship between those two factors. When we say educates, informs, it means it comes up with the researches, data, surveys, examples, references, quotations that justify the point or that make the point a stronger argument. Time, it reflects the scholarship of a writer, the depth of understanding uh, shows how the writer is indeed um, having understanding of the issue. His scholarship, how fresh, how first rate or first hand scholarship it is, that reflects from the essay, from a paragraph that is cause and effect paragraph. Expository paragraphs or essays, usually they reflect the command expertise of a writer on the topic. Four essential elements. For every paragraph, there are certain four essential elements, and because cause and effect paragraph is part of expository paragraph, so it too has the similar essentials. One is unity, the other is order, then coherence, and then completeness. When we say of unity, it means that that paragraph deals with a single idea, a single factor relationship between two things. It doesn't talk about multiple things. This cause and effect paragraph, it would be talking about one effect of certain cause. That is then called the unity of a paragraph, dealing with single item or single idea. Then order, of course, there is usually order of things. First there would be cause, and there would be then effect of that cause. So in cause and effect paragraph, first we talk about causes, then we talk about its effect. Or if we are going to talk about effects that is prevalent and predominant, then we go back to dig out the causes of those, and then we come up with way forward. So our order, whatever the strategy we take, order should be logical. Either first we talk about effects that are prevalent, and then we try to dig out what are the causes, we go about the background, and then according in the light of that, after having established the relationship between two things, two factors that have cause and effect relationship, then we come up with way forward that there are certain solutions that should be taken up. So order should be there. Whatever the strategy we adopt, there should be an order arrangement, logical arrangement. Then there is coherence. Coherence is connectivity between various sentences of a paragraph. You see, a paragraph speaks about single idea, single aspect of anything. So there is connectivity. There is topic sentence in the beginning, then there are supporting detail, then there are certain you see facts and data that we supply, example, then we speak about its scope, and then evaluate it. So all that should be in a coherent manner. All sentences should be connected through transitionals, through connectors, through conjunctives, so that they look or they give an impression, a feeling of wholeness. That comes through coherence and the use of cohesive devices that we call transition words also. Then another thing is completeness. Completeness of a paragraph, as I have said earlier, that all the constituent parts, if they are in the paragraph, then we say it is a complete paragraph. Like there is a topic sentence, there are supporting details, there is a data, there are examples, there are facts quoted, there are observations, there are exact quotations, paraphrased quotations, they are there, and then there is a conclusion to that and expansion of the topic also. If all these things are there, then we call it a complete paragraph. If any of the things items is missing, then it is not a complete paragraph. So while writing a paragraph, we need to have a check. We can ask ourselves question whether I have given a topic sentence to it, whether I have given supporting details and they are enough, and whether I have given examples, I have quoted certain data, I have come up with surveys, reports, etc., etc. I have given the observational details about that, and whether I have explained enough on the topic, and whether there is a concluding statement also. We have a check with ourselves. If we ask these questions and there is answer yes for each question, it means our paragraph is complete. Then here is the structure of cause and effect paragraph. Of course, then first of all there is a topic sentence that introduces a cause and effect relationship between two things. Usually a topic sentence for cause and effect paragraph does speak about the relationship between two things from the very outset. And then there are supporting sentences that support the cause and effect relationship connection that we speak in the topic sentence. Then there are certain facts, example, data are there that support quotations, references, etc., references to studies, researches that we use in favor of supporting our sentences or supporting our topic sentence. Then we explain. There is explanation part. We explain how that relates to the whole debate. Then we go for evaluation also, whether there are certain effects of that or not. So cause and effect relationship expanded and explained in the explanation part, and usually explanation part is the longer part of your paragraph. Then after explanation there comes a when we have given enough explanation on the topic, we have given enough debate on the topic, single aspect of any relationship between two things, two factors, then we come to the conclusion. Our conclusion is sum up of the total debate, and our conclusion, our concluding statement leads back to the topic sentence. We come round back to it that after having this whole debate, we again assert or we reassert that yes, there is a cause and effect relationship between two things, and what are its further implications. There are certain keywords, cues that we use for cause and effect paragraph. Remember, for every type of writing, whether we are writing compare and contrast paragraph or essay, we are writing argumentative writing, we are coming up with problem solution essay or paragraph, whether it is cause and effect paragraph, for every type of writing there are certain keywords, there are certain cues, there are certain words that give us a sort of feeling, they give us certain sentiment that what we are going to talk about, and all that depends on the nature of the topic that we are dealing with. So for cause and effect paragraph or essay, we use such words: if, then, reasons, why, since, because, as a result, this led to, consequently, due to, cause, effect, so, for, owing to, but, for this reason, otherwise, therefore, thus, hence, as a consequence. Out of these cues or keywords we can use for our cause and effect essays, and they lend some originality and freshness to our writing. Okay, there are certain because in cause and effect essay there are two things, one is cause, the other is effect. There are certain words that are used for cause. Any sentence that, any part of a sentence that relates to cause, we use for with that, because, since, due to, owing to. These expressions are used with causes. And there are effects, and with effect part we use such expressions: so, but, for this reason, as a result, consequently, otherwise, therefore, thus, hence, as a consequence. This list of expressions is used for effect statements, and this list of cues is used for causative sentences. Here are certain sentences of cause and effect. Three sentences I have given. Example 1, here is a cause: the roads were icy. So if the roads were icy, there would be some outcome of that. Many car accidents have occurred. So this is effect. What we do, we put cause and effect together. We say because, as, since, the roads were icy, comma, many car accidents occurred. You can say many car accidents occurred because the roads were icy. So you can begin anyway. Since, you can begin with since, you can begin with as, it is up to you. Then example 2, here is a cause: Junaid ate the entire cake. Effect: Junaid felt sick. Now there is a cause and effect relationship, two statements that seem, one is cause, the other is effect. Why not to put them together? We put, by putting together we make it one sentence. We use after. Junaid ate the entire cake, he felt sick. As, we can say, as Junaid ate the entire cake, he felt sick. We can say since Junaid ate the entire cake, he felt sick. It is up to us what you see cause or effect, or which cue, which sentence signal word we are going to use. These are signal words also: since, as, because, therefore. Example third is, weather has turned suddenly cold. People have rushed to the market for shopping the winter clothes. So this is the effect of this phenomenon. So we put them together. Weather has turned suddenly cold. Therefore, consequently, so people have rushed to the market for shopping the winter clothes. So here we put two sentences which are cause and effect sentence together, and we give it elegance, and that looks wonderful structure put together in single sentence. Okay, here is a paragraph that speaks of cause and effect relationship between two things, and cause signals or effect signals are given in colored writing, that is a red one. Of the many factors, poverty is a serious one for millions of students not attending school in Pakistan. Out of school children has become a festering wound for Pakistan. The poverty, this is a supporting statement. The poverty stricken families cannot afford sending their children to school. Therefore, they send them to do jobs on tea stalls, motor mechanic workshops, brick kilns, restaurants, etc. Another reason for the poor families not sending their kids to school is that, in most cases, schools are located far away from their homes. Because they cannot afford daily expenditures of commuting to schools, so they prefer their children either work with them or play around, wasting away their future that lies before them. Since over the last few years, the poverty line has increased and more families have fallen below this line, comma, the number of out of school children too has shown a large bulge. Besides child labor, comma, over a period of last 5 years or so, the number of children begging in the marketplaces and traffic signals has increased to an alarming extent. This situation is a calling. So here you give an evaluation. If this is happening, students are out of school, then what do? They do jobs, and there are issues that they do beg also. So there is a calling for action for federal and provincial governments to chalk out practical strategies and effective long-term policies to address the issue out of school children. The root cause, that is poverty, must be addressed lest Pakistani society falls to the consequent situation of the war of the poor on the rich. This way we build a cause and effect paragraph.